Hi YouTube, it is your girl Lexi, and I know it's been a very long time, but I definitely wanted to come on and do this story time because it's on my heart to do it. So I have been going through a whole heck of a lot. Every time I see a silver lining, it's like the devil keeps trying me and just trying me and trying me. But the story time is more about my actions than me. So, you guys can see that my face is breaking out. This is what happens when you eat fried food after months after not eating fried food. And that my hair is all frizzy. But let's get into the story time. So, this story time is about something that just happened. Basically, I'd like to say that I think I just saved a young man's life. And that's why the title is what it is, because it's that poignant to me and it's that dramatic. So, I'm sitting in my house. I had a hell of a day. Dealt with some crap and some bullshit that I didn't need to deal with. And I'm watching Friday After Next. And I hear this dink. Dink. It's sporadic, so it's like dink, dink, and I was like, whatever. But my dog, Blue, his ears perk up, and so I turn my TV on mute, and I hear it again, dink, dink, and I hear a dunk, and I'm like, what the hell? I was like, is somebody effing with my car? Because I can hear my, like, I park in front of my condo, so I can hear it. I look out the window and I see this little boy. I don't know his age at the time, but his age will come into play in just a few seconds. So I see this little boy and I see the final rock from his hand hit my neighbor's car. He's sitting in front of it and he's throwing rocks at her car. And I fling open my window and I yell, hey, and he takes off. And I go and I knock on her door, and there's two little girls who I saw the whole time, and I said, who is he? And the two little girls are like, oh, we don't know. And I looked at them both, and I was like, you're lying. Who is he? And they both looked at me, and I said, okay, I'm coming downstairs. I go and I knock on my neighbor's door, and I say, hey, there's some kid who was just throwing rocks at your car. She's like, oh my goodness, thank you for telling me. She's white, y'all. The little boy is black. The little two girls are black. So you know where this is about to go. She puts on her shoes. She comes out with me. And as we're walking down the staircase of my condo, he shows back up. And I looked at him and I said, where are your parents? And he goes, and I said, no, I saw what you did. You take me to your parents now. And of course, I can't, because even my neighbor said it was like listening to someone she didn't know. My voice, she said, got so deep. And he starts walking. And then my neighbor across the way goes, oh, was anything broken? And I said, the fact that you knew what he was doing and you didn't stop him tells me all I need to know about you. And he just looked at me, walked back in. He was a middle-aged black guy with a pot belly and no shirt. So me and my German Caucasian neighbor are walking behind this little boy, and his name is Vincent. Because I asked him, I said, what is your name? He said, Vincent. And I said, how old are you? And he said, 6. And I said, where are your parents? And he was like, I don't live here. I said, don't you tell me that. I've seen you around here before. Where are your parents? I said, you take me to your parents or we call the cops. He starts crying. He walked us all around our community. And afterwards, he was like, oh, they're here, they're there, they're here. And I said, okay, you know what? You're playing games. So we're going to walk to the front. I said, this lady is going to take out her phone and she's going to call the cops. And sure enough, on cue, my neighbor pulls out her phone and she calls the cops. And the tears start. And I look at him and I say, you know what? I said, I'm not going to leave you. I promise you that. I will be here until the end. And we stood there. And of course the cops asked what color he was, what he was wearing, and what color she was. And when I heard her say, I'm white, I think my heart skipped a beat. And I looked at that little boy and I said, Vincent, I'm here for you until the end. You have to understand that what you did was wrong. And I said, you have to understand that you lied. All you had to do was go home. So, in the meantime, his cousins, and I'm sorry guys, but in the meantime, his cousin comes by on a, what are they called? Scooters? Those little, you know, what is that? The little, skateboards on with the pole on them. So we're going to call it a scooter. He comes by, he's like, that's it. And I said, he's not moving anywhere. The cops have been called. And I said, go get your parents. And he goes, well, my grandma's coming. I said, go get her. His grandmother, an older lady, does come up, an older African-American lady. And she's like, Vincent, get over here. What did you do? And she's yelling at him. By this time, the security guards have shown up. They're taking incident reports. And my Caucasian neighbor, she's a sweet lady, y'all. Mind you. She's a sweet lady. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I said, you hold fast. And you take them to your vehicle. You see if there's any damage. And so all of this is happening. And I walk up to the aunt, because by this time the actual grandmother had pulled her vehicle up to the front. And they're going back and forth with the security guard. They're yelling at the little boy. He's saying, I didn't do it. It was my cousin. You know, the normal things that 6-year-olds do. And I told her, I said, what you need to do, my neighbor, I said, you need to take a picture of everything that's going on in case everybody disappears. Because y'all know how we are. Let's just be 100. So she takes a picture. And I walk up to the aunt and the grandmother. I said, ladies, my name. I gave them my name. I gave them my unit. I gave them a business card so they could reach out to me for anything. And I said, this is what I saw this young man do. And he just started crying. And I said, I want you all to know I stayed by him throughout this whole thing. Nobody put a hand on him. Nobody got close to him. Nobody got in his face. I said, he was crying. The reason why he's crying is I told him if he runs, I will find him. And his aunt, the older lady, hugged me and she said, thank you for being there for him. So they went and surveyed the car. The white lady actually stopped the white lady actually called the cops back and called it off. And they all exchanged information. Everything was done. And I just wanted to drop this story time to tell you guys how important it is to raise the children in the community. Because if it wasn't for someone like me or somebody with enough sense, because we all know everybody is trying to fight for their rights to have guns. And we know that all it took was little Vincent. Jesus, that's a big bump. But all it would have taken is for little Vincent to hit the wrong vehicle. And I probably would have been doing a story time about another life lost. So this is my story time. I just wanted to tell you guys what happened. I will be back with my Pose reviews. I will catch up with 3 and 4 tonight. I watched them, so it's going to be easy review. I will also come back with my RuPaul's Drag Race finale review. And I will also be doing a live probably tomorrow afternoon. So, light and love, guys. Have a good night. And I will be looking a whole lot better. Bye.